An ugly on-ice brawl between the Acadia Axemen and St. FX X-Men has caused a ripple of reaction across the entire country. Video of the incident has gone viral, and as CTV's Paul Hollingsworth reports, players and coaches from both teams should be braced for heavy punishment soon to come their way.
And now Spears just came into the circle and started.
It was a throwback to an era in hockey when incidents like this, though never condoned, were more commonplace.
Unbelievable. I've never seen this in 30 years of covering hockey in university.
In Atlantic University sport, on-ice violence is almost unheard of.
A fight is a rarity in the AUS.
But this wasn't a mere fight. It was
a brawl.
John Moore is a broadcaster who covers amateur sports for a living. He also played hockey for Mount Allison 40 years ago, and he still skates on Mondays with his friends. Moore says he expects the punishment for this brawl to be severe.
The AUS is going to come down extremely hard.
Atlantic University Sport Executive Director Phil Curry says there is zero tolerance for fighting in university hockey, period.
We're talking about institutions of higher learning. To put fighting in our hockey, it just doesn't fly with university missions.
Curry says suspensions will be handed out quickly
and trying to sort this out so that we address this appropriately.
Once video of the game is fully analyzed and players and coaches are interviewed.
Who said what? Who did what?
Based on information already gathered by AUS executives, it appears the brawl was possibly sparked by on-ice comments related to a personal matter.
The nature of it seems to be extremely sensitive, so we're going to look at that very, very hard.
Curry also says, given that Acadia has a game on Wednesday night, he expects the suspensions to be handed out over the next day or so. Amanda, obviously players for Acadia who could be suspended can't be allowed to play in that game on Wednesday night, so the clock is ticking from an AUS standpoint when it comes to figuring out what suspensions will be applied to what players and coaches going forward. Phil Curry also says there are two levels, two phases to these suspensions to consider. First of all, the in-game hockey phase. In the game itself, a player gets into a fight, third man in a fight, player jumps over the boards, player throws a stick. Those come with basic hockey suspensions written up by the referees. The second phase will involve the executive branch of Atlantic University Sport. They will examine the tape closely, talk to the players, talk to the coaches, and determine what additional suspensions will be handed out. And there's a third nugget to consider, Amanda. These two teams, Acadia and St. FX, are likely to face each other in the fast-approaching AUS playoffs coming in the next few weeks.
To be continued. Paul, thank you. CTV's Paul Hollingsworth reporting for us outside the Halifax Forum tonight.